people to become aware and optimize, right? Then, what usually should happen, and what has happened in every part of the world, aside from Africa, is that it then evolves into economic system. And then economic systems is supposed to evolve into political systems. What you would find is that each of these systems is supposed to fund the other. But in Africa, what we have is that we have religious systems, then social systems, then political systems. So what you find in Africa is that anybody who is who's wealthy, has to have some form of connection with government, right? In anywhere, just check whatever country, my country, your country, wherever, right? And that's where the problem is. You see, because when economics depend on politics, things would never go right. You see what's happening in other parts of the world? Why do you think people go into houses? You know, maybe like get into politics, right? Wealthy people get into politics in the US to protect their wealth. They go into politics to protect their wealth. Why? So when businesses fund politics, what will happen? See, the biggest problem in Africa is really political will. There is no problem that we cannot solve. We just have people who are not willing to solve it. And the reason why they're not willing to solve it is this. We don't have enough businesses to enable our people be not impressed by peanuts. So if you take my country, for example, when it's election time, they give them peanuts. And then they sell their votes. But what if these people have good jobs? Would they be impressed by 5,000 naira, by a bag of rice? No, they won't be. Right? And until we fix that, we can't fix this country. And you know the reason why it's fixable? Because entrepreneurs are supposed to thrive in chaos. Right? Entrepreneurs are supposed to thrive in chaos. The exact problems that we have is supposed to be opportunities. So whether you're running an NGO or you're running a business, I'd like you to look at it and see how do we stay profitable, how do we scale? Because if you can do that, you can really help people. Right? This is the thing. This is where most of us are. We're here. Now the problem with being here is that if we stay here, we would never ever evolve. Because every time you're handed something, it impedes your ability to think. It impedes your ability to think. Why have we not figured out how to solve our problems? Because somebody's paying for them. Why are they paying for them? Because they would give you aid, then they would bring their entire team and get a better economic deal. Because we're getting things from this government, when they come to negotiate with us on trade, we give them whatever they ask for, right? I have a friend who works with the World Bank, who said that our boss is usually very happy whenever they have a trip to Africa. Because it's easy. They come in, 2 days later they're out. Because they just call these guys together, everybody signs and everybody goes. But she says it's always frustrating when they go to Asia. Whether it's China or Hong Kong, they go there for a 2-day meeting, they end up spending 2 weeks. Because those guys are looking at everything and saying, this doesn't work for my people, go back and figure it out. And then they go back and figure it out, they come back, it doesn't work for my people. But in this part of the world, in fact, our government officials feel privileged to be on the same table with these guys. And then they just sign whatever they're asking, and then they leave, right? So we need to fix that, right? Okay, quickly, my name is Ezekiel. I run Limb Simple. It's a consulting firm that provides information on life, investing, money, and business. I also started the Limb Simple Business Academy, which is the shirt I'm wearing. And by the way, everybody's looking so serious. This morning I felt like I should have come in a different set of clothing. And these are some of the organizations that we've worked with in Nigeria and in some parts of the world. We've run a couple of projects in different parts. I was actually in Paris last week. Kigali is such an amazing place. I actually put up a post yesterday. In Paris, it doesn't get dark until 11 p.m. Yeah, it doesn't get dark. Like 10 o'clock, everywhere is bright as day. I mean, it was shocking to me. You know? And then by 5 a.m., 4:30 a.m. in the morning is bright. Apart. You know, so I get here and about 6 p.m. it's already dark. You know? So I mean, for me that was, I believe entrepreneurship is a long, hard journey, but it's the only way to save Africa right now. Africa would only rise if we have more people doing business. So whatever it is that you are doing, even if it's NGO, turn it into a social enterprise. There has to be a way, because nothing is sustainable if it's not profitable. Right? Because there has to be a way. You know the problem? The problem is that if you consistently run an NGO, you have to get money from somebody to stay alive. And if you have to get money from somebody to stay alive, if the person has an agenda, you have to align yourself with that agenda to stay alive.